Tell me how you want it, yeah. Call me and I'm on my way. Tell me that you need me, yeah. I'll give it to you night and day. I'm talking about Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, all day, yeah, yeah. 24/7, yeah, all day, yeah, yeah.
Hey guys, your girl Kadi, aka RoPrettyK20, and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time visiting my channel, then welcome to the family. And don't forget to like this video and to just pause and subscribe right there. So if you're here right now watching this video, it's probably because A, you can relate, B, the title is interesting to you, or maybe something else. So I'm here today with another story time video. Like I said, basically I'm just gonna share with you guys my college experience and how I face discrimination for the first time. Oh child, let's get started. So first thing first, I want to talk about my college experience here. So I'm only a sophomore and I just want to talk about so far how it has been. So first of all, my school is not as diverse as I would like it to be. It's all right, like it's getting better and better, and since my freshman year I'm like seeing that. So that is one of the first things that I've noticed since I came to this school. But I did find my little clique. I came here with a couple of friends, so it was okay already. My party vibe and people that I just want to hang out with around, and the type of things I want to do. So it's all right. So, you know, sometimes you want to find people that can relate to you, and, you know, coming from a minority community, sometimes you just need those people around you as well. And most of the time, people from minority communities go to schools where, you know, there's more people of color or more people of, you know, that's like them, because it's just a little more comfortable, and I think everybody can relate when it comes to that. So that was my issue at first. Like I'm not gonna say I'm a shy person, but I just kind of needed like a group of friends that are from the same place that I'm from, and you know, yeah. So now moving forward with the story time, which y'all probably like, shut up, you're talking too much, get to the story time. I'm getting there. It was my freshman year last year. I was looking for a job, and my friends and I, like, we're always chilling at Starbucks after school, after we have classes. Like, you know, that was just like our little hangout place. Like, we would go there and hang out and probably do some homework and study together and stuff. So that was just a place where, like, we usually just hang out and catch up and stuff. So it was like more like a comfort place to me, and I really liked it. And then there was this one time we went in there and they were hiring, and you know, I was hyped. I was like, oh my god, like I've been looking for a job, like this is an opportunity right here. And I was just like really excited, really engaged, and I took the application and I approached the manager and I asked them like, hey, you know, like I'm really interested in finding a job. And he kind of knew me, because I mean, not know me like that, but he recognizes my face because I'm here all the time with my friends. You know, I have a good personality, and like I'm friendly, and I'm always here with my friends to have a good time, to, you know, just hang out and stuff. So he was like, yeah, sure, take an application and, you know, fill it out whenever you can. I took the application and filled it out right there and then gave it to him. So I guess like in a way he really didn't know like I really wanted this job. But we're not even gonna get there yet. But anyways, long story short, I gave the application in. Like 1 week later, I got an email saying, hey, we're calling you in for an interview. Am I available? This and that. And I'm like, yeah, I'm very excited. You know, excited to go. I was prepared and everything. So I went for the interview, and the interview went great, in my opinion. And he was really, really nice. Like the manager, he was really nice. He was so welcoming. And this is Starbucks that we're talking about. He was really nice. He was so welcoming. And I was just like, you know, very excited. And I was just like, oh my God, this is going to be fun. And that was like, I would say that was like the highest paying job on campus. So, you know, I was hyped. But long story short, I ended up getting the job, and I was just really excited. And my friends were like, oh my God, you have such luck with jobs. Like you always, like every job you apply for, blah, 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 you know. We're like talking because I'm just like mad hype, you know, and stuff like that. So then it's time, you know, for my first day. I'm actually very excited. Like I want to go to work, and I'm so excited. Like, oh my God, this is my first college job, you know. I was so excited to go and stuff like that. So I went bright and early. I think my shift was like at 10 a.m. So I would say like the first few days of training, it was good because he was very friendly, and the people that surrounded me were very friendly and stuff. Let's say I started Monday. So Monday through Wednesday, it was good. And then that was the time when I met this lady. Like she's older, and I'm gonna say like she's in her 50s. I don't even know what she's doing in Starbucks. So she works there, and then basically like this lady, she's just like very like stuck up, I would say. Like she's just like very like not nice, like not welcoming. And I had to work with her for like, let's say, Wednesday through Friday. Like basically I had to work with her, and like the manager was training me like Monday through Wednesday, and then like let's say Wednesday through Friday I was working with her. And she was just like very rude. Like she would say these little comments that will put you down so hard, bro. Like you won't even want to ask a question. Like there was times when I wanted to ask her a question, but I didn't want to ask her because I didn't want her to talk to me like I'm dumb. When people like, you know, try to talk down on you, try to act like you're stupid or something. But like she was very mean. Like she was very rude. Like you would ask her a question, like she would answer it in a really like sneaky way. Like it was just like But long story short, it was like family weekend, right? So family weekend, and for those of you that don't know, is in college is like a weekend when your family comes up to just see you. Basically like the first few weeks of the semester, something like that. Your family comes up to check on you, to see how you're doing, blah blah blah. And you guys do like a bunch of these activities that the school does, or you do your own thing. So family weekend at my college gets really busy. Like it gets hectic, especially Starbucks. Because I remember my first time coming to school, and the line in Starbucks packed in there. So I cannot imagine. Like I remember like telling to my parents and my sisters like, oh my god, like people working here, like they must like be going through a lot of things. Like it's hectic in there, and it's like everybody's trying to get in there. So it's like a lot of people, and it's kind of nerve-wracking. So it was my first. So keep in mind, we're still in the first week of Kari working, right? So family weekend, so that was Friday, we worked, it wasn't bad. Saturday, everybody felt like coming to get breakfast. You know, everybody want to come to Starbucks. Like, what else can you get? Like, you know, you want to come get a coffee or eat breakfast if you don't want to leave campus, really. Like, Starbucks is just a hangout place in my school. Like, people love it. I love it. I'm guilty of it. So, you know, it's hectic and stuff. So, we're getting a lot of people and stuff. So, mind you, this whole week working with this lady, like she's been talking a lot of like shit and saying stuff, and you know, like trying to like kind of like push me under the bus. Like there's times where I'll go and work, like, you know, when somebody says something that like let's say you came to work mad happy, like you're up here, and then someone just says some like mean little thing that just brings you down there, and you kind of have an attitude, not an attitude, but like you kind of just distance yourself. Like when you come to work, you just don't feel like talking to that person. I'm here to work, to do what I have to do, and then to go home. I'm not here to be a friend. That's how I seen it, because it was just like, okay, she's getting too comfortable. She doesn't even know me, and I'm just that type of individual. Like I don't like to play the race card, but like it came to a point where it was not like playing it, but it was just like it's obvious. So it's like there was time where she would look at me, and then she would be like, oh, like the manager started like having an attitude towards me, like towards like the same week. I only lasted working in Starbucks for a week. It was not no more than that. I would say like a week and a half at least. No, a week. So the manager like started having an attitude, because I felt like the lady was telling him like some stuff, because she was working with me, and then like I would see them like stand in the little corner talking and looking at me. So I think like she used to tell him like little sneaky stuff, and then he started like giving me like bad eyes, like, you know, like watching me. Like I started feeling like really uncomfortable. Like there was times where I was like, ugh, I have to go to work. You should never feel like that about work. Like there was time when I would just be like, I gotta go to work. You know, you shouldn't be feeling like that if you have to go to work. And I was just like, for a little money in my pocket, it's not that worth it. It's not like I'm struggling, you know, like it's like I'm okay, like you're ODing type shit. So going back to family weekends, it was hectic, it was packed, and I had training for, let's say, Monday through Friday. I had training, and one station that I really got like down packed was like the food station, like where you hit up their little stand. I had that station like down packed, and I remembered everything, maybe because I love food, but I had that station down packed, like, you know, and I knew where to get everything in that station and all that stuff. So then they were so busy that day that they needed everybody to work, and most of the things that get ordered are like the drinks, and that section I didn't get down packed yet. Like I was okay, but like I didn't have enough knowledge to kind of like cover that station like with other people. So they put the people that were like that were working there for a while to cover that station, and I covered the food station. And I was covering the food station by myself within the work of working there. Like it was just crazy. It was really like a lot of pressure. Like, because like they would be like, hurry up, like they would be saying like it's just crazy. Like they would be pushing you and just saying these stuff like, hurry up, like you kind of like, I don't know, you kind of like freeze for a minute. Like I was doing fine, like here and there I'll I'll forget like what something is, because you know, like when you come to Starbucks, they ask you your name and then what you want, and then like let's say you want a plain bagel with cream cheese, they'll put PLC, plain with cream cheese, something like that. But anyways, I'll forget like the little like things they write, and then like I'll have to ask the lady. I got uncomfortable, and then there were times where like I didn't want to ask her because like she was so mean. Like she was just like, I just didn't want her thinking like I'm stupid or just make me feel uncomfortable, and I wanted to like, I felt like I had to prove something to her, like, oh, I know what I'm doing and stuff. So I didn't want to just ask her. There was like this one order and I really didn't know what it is, so I kind of took time trying to figure it out, and I messed up this person's order. And then she came to me like, oh, if you don't know something, ask. Like, make sure you ask before you do stuff, like you're making a lot of mistakes, and you know, like just dragging it. Like, when did I make a lot of mistakes? Tell me, please. Like, just dragging it with an attitude like, oh my god, if you don't understand something like that. And then, you know, like my face changed because I was like really, like, she just blown my mind. But I didn't want to like talk back to her because number one, she's an adult, that's disrespectful. And second of all, like, I worked there with her, and I didn't just want to make the environment uncomfortable for everybody, because if I get my mouth open, trust me. Anyways, so long story short, like I told y'all, the manager was watching me, and he kind of like, his attitude went from being really nice to me to being like disgusting. And I just didn't know like how you went from 0 to 100 real quick. It was just like mad weird. So then you know, I'm just like kind of sitting under these little comments they're making. I'm just throwing everything behind my back. Like, I'm just like, whatever, I'm here to work. At the end of the day, I'm gonna get my paycheck and go home, so it's no big deal, whatever. I have thick skin, it's okay, you know, just moving forward with my day and stuff like that. So then it comes to this time where, so when you work in Starbucks, basically like anywhere else, they will tell you where they keep like everything else. Example, like, this is where we keep the cream cheese, or this is where we keep this and this and that. So the place where he showed me where they keep, like, where they kept the cream cheese and stuff, there was no more. So I've never been shown like the storage. Obviously, I've been working for like a week. They didn't have that time, and it was family weekend, and you like bombarded me working at a station by myself. Anyways, so I didn't want to ask like the lady, so I went to the manager, which was, I don't know. I just didn't feel comfortable asking the lady. So I went to the manager. I'm like, hey, there's no more cream cheese at the station you guys showed me. Where else can I go get it? And he literally goes, are you serious right now? He gets up from his office. He goes to the storage room. He opens the door and literally takes the box of cream cheese and literally just drops it on the table and goes, people like you never listen. Excuse me? Yo, my face, I'm like, people like you? He goes, yeah, people like you never listen. How many times do we have to train people like you to understand? And the funny part is he keep using people like you. I'm never the type of person that likes to pull the race card, but he tried me. He really did try me. Honestly, if this was anybody else, another type of person, they would probably violate right there and then. But out of respect and out of somebody giving me like a bad name on campus or anything, maybe like ruining, because you never know, this is in this life, you never know who knows who, so you gotta want to be careful, you know. So then I'm like, you know what, this is my first job on campus, and I did face something that's really uncomfortable and really, like, you know, like I felt like that moment, like I wanted to cry, but then I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna cry in front of this guy. I wanted to cry not because I was like sad or the way I was just mad. Like, I was just mad. Like, why is it that I'm dealing with this in my own campus? Like, it was just so, like, it was too much. Because, like, you could talk about facing discrimination, you could talk about all this stuff, but like when you're actually facing it and when you're actually right there, it's crazy. And I was just like, damn, like, this is actually like, this just like, that's crazy. So that was just overboard, and I was just like, you know what, I just had to like make an A and B column, meaning like good reasons to keep working here and reasons not to work here, and the reasons not to work here were like way heavier. So I was just like, I'm out. Like, it was bad. Like, I shouldn't be feeling like, oh, I'm going to work. Like, I shouldn't be feeling like I don't want to be there. I shouldn't be coming and ask questions and people telling me like, oh, you're dumb, or you don't know stuff, la da da, for your first week working there. And I shouldn't be asking you a question on where you keep something that you didn't even cover with me, and basically feel the need to talk to me however you want because I am a person of color. When that happened, I literally had 30 more minutes for my shift to end, and I finished it because I'm gonna get that paycheck. You're paying me. I'm like, no. So afterwards, I went and I put all this stuff back. I didn't take any uniform home with me because I knew I was done. I didn't take any uniform home with me, and when I went the next day, I was not gonna let her go like that. I went to my guidance counselor and I told him, and he was like, you know what, you need to email them saying this stuff. I was like, I'm already ahead of you. I already emailed them. So he had the email, the manager had the email, and he never said anything back. So we had to like contact the head of the person that like hires them on campus. And when I tell you, these people did not want to meet with me and my guidance counselor. Like, we set up a meeting 3 times before I met them. The third time his secretary was like, oh, he's not in right now. And I'm like, to my guidance counselor, I'm like, I don't care. We're going to sit here and wait. Because it's like every time I come, y'all saying y'all not there. So it's like you avoiding me on purpose. You just don't want to talk about it. Long story short, I waited for him that day. And when I waited for him that day, he was actually in the office. That's the crazy part. The whole time he was in the office, and the lady gonna come back and tell me, oh, he was actually on a phone call. Yes, sis, you knew he was on a phone call. You knew he was there. So we went in to talk to him, and they contacted the manager at Starbucks, and he had to come in. And when he came in, he was like, oh, we never meant to make you feel like that. I'm so sorry. Like, honestly, I understand what it means, you know. I understand what it means. I understand how hard it could be to work at Starbucks and stuff like that. It could be hard. Maybe we took things the wrong way, you know, trying to make it sound like, you know, that it wasn't what it is. So I'm like, no. He apologized. He said all this stuff. And when he was done, I was like, yo, your apology is not accepted. Like, you know what you did, you know the actions you took, and you know what you have committed. But yet you sit here because your boss is here and you want to apologize. That shit is not genuine. You're only apologizing because you want your job and because you don't want a student ratting you out, calling you racist and stuff. Then I let it go. But my point with him like having that whole meeting was, one, to write him up, and 2, to basically like point him out in the campus, because I am in a campus where there's very low minority students, and it's like, if you don't speak up, who will? Like, feel me? Like, people just have to speak up sometimes. And there's still so much to be done, because it's like, come on, I still see stuff like that. Like, I just recently had to like defend one of my friends because she asked for an application at a job, and the lady spoke to her very disgusting, as if like she's a freaking dog asking to work in there. Like, go, like, it was just like OD. Like, can you relax? So like, I just had to tell her, like, miss, you're being very unprofessional. Like, I'm gonna need you to calm that shit down. It was just very like nasty. Like, there's still a lot of things that needs to be done, and like, you know, it's just crazy. But so this is to all people. Yeah, college is fun and all that stuff, but like sometimes it's also a place where you're gonna get to learn how to like defend yourself in uncomfortable situations. And a lot of people don't even talk about those situations, because it's just like when you bring up this topic, a lot of people is either looking down or just kind of like want to avoid it, don't want to talk about it. And I feel like if we don't talk about it, and if people don't talk about it, like nothing is gonna be done or gonna get fixed or get better. So yeah, that was my story time, and that was the time I faced discrimination on campus. If you are somebody that faces situations like that, please defend yourself, stand up for yourself and for what you believe in, because it's not okay. So yes, again, I just want to apologize for not posting on Friday. I was really busy and I had like a lot of papers and assignments to turn in, and you know, school come first, so it is what it is. If you're new here, like I said, don't forget to like this video and to subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up.